I'm going to take you on a tour of one of the favourite spots in my flat, which is my larder. So this is where I store my sweets. So you can see I've got a sweet tooth, quite big. This is some tea I bought during the lockdowns, which wasn't very nice and never got used, but I've kept it. I keep my moisturisers in there because it's so cold in here. It's got a concrete floor, and this is one of my favourite things. It's an ice box, and it's not plugged in because it doesn't need to be. It's a very well insulated bedside cabinet, and it's got 2 freezer blocks which I change every 12 hours, and they go in the rack at the back, and that keeps cold. I don't need to have a fridge. Now I've got my eggs there. I don't keep them in the fridge because I don't think that's a good thing to do. I think it stops them cooking properly. And you can see I like my tea. Tea. The Beige Death. Acer fetida. Absolutely hideous, disgusting stuff, and I don't know what to do with it. It's horrible. That's why it's in a jar, because if I kept it in a pot it would stink my entire flat out. It's disgusting. Tea, more tea, tea bricks, if I can get them in, bricks of tea, spices, and I keep some more toiletries in here to keep cold. This used to be a very unused broom cupboard. That's my medical bits up there, and I decided to convert it into a larder, and I've never regretted it because it was full of stuff I never used. So I've got all my dried stuff here. And I've actually put on that one, elderberries, remove the stems, because it's got some trace elements that are not good for you. So that's those 2 shelves. It's a bit cramped in here, that's why I'm sort of struggling to keep everything. Come on, focus. So it doesn't want to focus, but anyway, we'll keep going. So I've got my potatoes in this pot, which need using. I've got some jars and stuff there, water, another basket. I don't know why it's not focusing, come on. Ghee, that's good for storing. You don't need to refrigerate it, you just need to keep it somewhere cold. And all my lovely jarred stuff from the Polish supermarket, actually, because I like the way they preserve stuff without putting a load of chemicals in it. It's usually just water and citric acid and salt or sugar. Homemade rosehip syrup, if I can reach to the back there. Very easy to make and very good for you. And 2 jars of eggs preserved in lime, because the way things are going, the prices are going to go up and I don't want to run out. More stuff. This is from a Turkish supermarket, actually. Those are tomatoes. All my dry stuff for bread making and other milk powder, and the top shelf some pickled lime that I never ate because they were disgusting and I don't know what to do with those either. That's the trouble, I get tempted to try unusual things because they look interesting, and then I end up with stuff that just sort of sits there, so I try not to do that these days. More Polish stuff there, vegetables. There are lots of Polish online supermarkets for grocery stuff, and they're very good. And I discovered them all during the lockdowns when I couldn't get out to buy food. These cream cheeses, they're from the Turkish online supermarket. It's like very rich dairy. Come on, focus. So it's very satisfying to my cooking desires to have all this stuff, and of course when things hit the fan I know I'm not going to run out of food because it's all here.